This is AI.R. Artists in Residence Broadcasting, coming to you once a week from New York City. Hello, I'm John Cullum, and this is Emily Frankel.
It sure is.
My wife.
Yes, I definitely am your wife.
Right.
And I think today, this is another day where you better pick the topic. I'm tired of picking the topic.
Okay, I've got a topic I want to talk about.
Oh, what?
It's the parking lot playhouse.
Players. Parking lot players.
Well, I remember when we were younger, I was looking around for a place to make a theater. And I went to a lot of different places and couldn't find it.
We looked at buildings.
Yes, and almost found it. But you came up with the idea because we lived in a street that totally closed down. Between Friday and Monday morning, there was nobody in our neighborhood at all.
And I loved the parking lots.
Yeah, huge parking lots that were totally empty. And Emily she suggested that we do what?
I wanted to do a play in a parking lot, and so I thought, I'll write a play.
Right, and she did write a play.
It was called One Fine Morning in the Middle of the Night. It comes from the poem, One Fine Morning in the Middle of the Night. Two dead boys got up to fight. Back to back they faced each other, drew their swords and shot each other. The play wasn't called all that. It was just called One Fine Morning. But it was about...
It wasn't about that. But let me just tell you a little bit about what we had. These huge playwrights and these huge parking lots, and there was an 18-story building that surrounded three sides of it. And Emily decided she was going to use it. There was a big fire escape. So she started the play out with these two characters coming down out of heaven from the 18th story of this parking lot, an old man and a little kid coming down,
visiting the world.
Right, and they were going to judge the world. It was quite a play.
I did write that play, and we did produce it.
That's right. We did produce it later on. Emily had an opportunity because she was working with a foundation in a thing called the Greenwich Hotel, which was a bum's hotel in those days.
And that was on Bleecker Street. It's a famous hotel. You can see it still on Bleecker, but it's totally changed.
Yeah, well, it had, on one side in the basement, they had a famous place where they did nightclub acts and that sort of thing. And the other side was empty because they were going to put in this Renaissance theater.
Called Renaissance House.
Yeah, where artists would live. And Emily, because of her ability to write and she had done a lot of stuff to get her dance company going, she helped them with the foundation efforts to raise money.
We didn't exactly raise money, but we sure did use Renaissance House for the first production of One Fine Morning in the Middle of the Night. And
what?
It was a very interesting play. We had major people come and see it.
That's right.
And I was discovered as a playwright.
That's correct.
And critics came to the opening. There was a newspaper strike, and there were no reviews for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So we were passing the hat and asking the audience to contribute whatever they felt like.
I'd like to describe that, but that would take another program, and I want to talk about it, too.
I think that One Fine Morning was a fun, wonderful project.
Yeah, I'm just tempted to go right into it now, but we'd run out of time, yeah.
Well, then, can I just say, you were a very good director for that play.
And you were a very
adamant,
tough director. I mean, a writer, yeah.
Refusing to change.
She actually used a pseudonym. She had a pseudonym called Harriet Schaefer.
No,
but
Harold.
she wrote the play under the male pseudonym Harold Schaefer.
Well, don't give away my pseudonyms.
Oh, okay. Just forget all that.
Yeah, forget. Don't think about that.
All right.
Anyway, I didn't want to write as a woman because I thought that the play written by a man would be able to have more comments about women that I wanted to make as a woman.
And she was right. When people found out it was a woman that wrote it, we had more problems. You remember that?
Oh, I do remember.
Yeah. That says something about
I remember Richard Albee came to it and
Richard Barr.
Richard Barr and what's his name? Wolby the playwright.
Yeah.
And they discovered me until I came to their house for tea after they liked it. And I came in my fancy coat and a fancy hat, and they were shocked.
Yeah, when they found out it was a woman, they lost interest.
Well, this is a good topic to visit again. We'll visit another day.
Yeah, I want to tell you about the play because it's wonderful.
Okay. So let's sign off, John.
Okay, we'll see you next week, and thank you much for joining us.
This is AI.R. See you next week.